You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
So let's talk about something that's flying a bit under the radar but could have major implications, especially for fantasy baseball fans and Pirates followers. Mitch Keller might be on the move. Now, Keller's not necessarily a headline-grabbing name like Shohei Ohtani or Juan Soto, but his departure could have a big ripple effect, particularly for a young arm the Pirates have been stashing. Bubba Chandler. The MLB trade deadline is approaching fast, and as usual, there's a lot of noise around big-name stars. But the smarter fantasy players, they're looking ahead, thinking about which under-the-radar guys are about to get their shot. And this is where Bubba Chandler comes in. He's a top prospect in the Pirates system, and by all accounts, he's long overdue for a call-up. We're talking about a guy who has already thrown over 120 innings at AAA, with a stellar 2.80 ERA, and yet no big league debut. Now, if Mitch Keller gets traded, and let's be honest, the Pirates seem ready to make a move, there's finally going to be room in the rotation. Same goes if Eugenie is dealt. Either of those trades could push Chandler right into the spotlight, and not just for a spot start but potentially a regular role for the rest of the season. Chandler has been consistently dominant at AAA, and his innings total alone shows the organization has been testing him against tough competition. That extended time in the minors, especially with good results, suggests he's polished and ready. The Pirates no longer have to worry about burning his rookie eligibility either, so the timing couldn't be better. What's particularly interesting here is how this all plays into deeper fantasy strategy. Chandler is exactly the kind of arm you stash now before the wave hits. Once a trade involving Keller, that is, or Heaney, goes through, Chandler's name is going to be all over fantasy waiver wires. And at that point, it might be too late to grab him cheap. So while the headlines will continue to focus on big trades, don't overlook what could be one of the more quietly impactful fantasy developments post-deadline. If Mitch Keller is moved, it won't just be a shift for the Pirates. It could be the long-awaited green light for Bubba Chandler to finally show what he's got in the big leagues. And, if that happens, those who saw it coming will be glad they paid attention. Stay subscribed for more videos.